on this game. This game is getting a lot of hate. So, I mean, right now, I mean, I enjoy my little trek up to the mountain to the incinerator and back. I mean, I had no complaints. I get the mechanics. I mean, I don't know, man. I like simple games, dude. My life is fucking hard enough, you know. I don't have to stand here. I got hit. It's one of the reasons like I'm dreading going back to Bloodborne. So I'm like, ugh. But I will admit, I mean, from the moment I saw this game is pretentious as fuck. Like Matrix levels of pretentious. So I just want to make sure I do not have the ability to make ladders yet. I don't think I do. High heels on the beach? They really want to play up how hot this chick is.
Listen, you are Sam Strand.
No, I'm not. Not anymore. My name is Sam Porter Bridges.
It's a funny word, Strand. A strand is part of a rope or bond, while stranding
Kudos to Kojima for not showing off her cleavage.
And being stranded is when you can't go home. I'm stranded now, Sam. Here on the shore of the Pacific. Thousands of miles away, but our bond still holds.
So hopefully the gimmicks don't ruin it.
Free, but we're still connected. Don't tell me we're not. Sam. I'll be waiting for you.
Amelie, and I think called the. I mean, if I could ever get to playing the game.
Good morning, Sam.
Kojima should just be a fucking film director. I mean, the reality is that I never found the actual mechanics of Metal Gear Solid to be all that fun. They've always been clunky, and they're equally as clunky in this game. Like, the movement is very clunky.
Sam, this is Di Hardman. You were out like a log. Must have been beat. Private rooms come with all the basic amenities. Shower, toilet, etc. Drop in when you need to rest. Inspect your gear, review info, or whatever else. If you have any questions, feel free to ask our staff. But before you do, why not check things out for yourself? See how Bridges operates these days.
I know something.
Sam, Hartman here, researcher devoted to uncovering the secrets of the beaches and the Death Stranding, as well as those of dooms and repatriants. When you relieve yourself, a certain amount of chiral matter is flushed from your system. Chiral matter can adversely affect hormone secretion and nervous function. There's a correlation between exposure and the development of phobias, as well as, in extreme cases, violent and suicidal impulses. Chiralium contamination has even been postulated as a trigger for the onset of dooms. Allow me to collect a sample of your excretions for my studies. They provide a non-invasive means to monitor your exposure to chiralium and your overall health.
Okay.
Sam, this is Deadman. I calibrated your BB based on physiological data we collected from you earlier. It's still just the best guess, though. After you take it out for a spin, we can check if you're in sync and tweak the BB sensitivity as needed.
Hey there. Believe we've met. I oversee delivery operations as well as maintenance and repairs. Nice to have you on board. I'm Mama, in case I didn't mention it before. Those there are strands. Not just used for packing, by the way, but for identification too. Take a closer look and you'll see. See the red there? That's your blood.
This case will remove any chiral matter still clinging to your suit. Speaking of suits, blue is for delivery personnel, red for medical, orange for corpse disposal, and black for security.
Okay, I don't know what else is to do here. Is that me getting out of here? Private room, okay. I just want to leave, game. Jesus Christ. Can I just leave?
With that terminal there, you can browse the bridge's database, which has info on a range of subjects. You don't have clearance for everything, but there's still plenty you might find informative.
Oh, look at this nigga. There we go. Just to check everything out. Die Hardman.
Well, have you had a chance to think it over? Chock full
Having
of
people
Pyrelia,
wear
but
shit
safe
just for
you
the sake
Dooms
of
guys to
wearing
wear.
shit is just
That's all
dumb.
you'll need to go
Like,
forth and
why doesn't
rebuild the
this
world
jackass actually
to
think of
make
anything
us whole again.
practical? Like, is there a practical
I'm a
reason that this
porter.
guy has a
I don't
mask
care
on?
about connecting
Have
anything.
he got his fucking face ripped off or something? I don't
You're
know.
making nuts. But I'll do what I have to help Amelie out.
It's definitely an interesting universe. I cannot wait to see Angry Joe's take on this game.
Listen up, Sam. The terminals Amelie's people built in the towns and cities they passed through on their journey west are called knots. The infrastructure's there, but the Cairo network is offline. Right now, it's only capable of transmitting voice communications, sometimes wired, sometimes wireless, and a small amount of data. So, unless the necessary data stored on site, our chirograms won't show up. Amelie and the other Bridges members you've seen around the place are grams generated with local data, in case you didn't know. Anyway, all you've got to do is find the knot, connect your Cupid, and bring Cairo Communications online. Once you connect it to the terminal, you'll be able to initiate zero-time massive data transmission with the UCA network. And just like that, you'll reconnect us not only to each other, but to our past. All the lost and fragmented junk data will be compiled
Okay, yep,
and
there's my
restored,
ropes.
like bringing a dinosaur back to life from a fossil. $4.6 billion years of history on Earth. All the wisdom and knowledge we lost since the Death Stranding will be ours again. And that, my friend, is how we'll beat this thing. Once you establish Cairo Communications, generating grams won't be an issue. You'll also be able to use Cairo printers. Won't be long before we're able to send all kinds of things through the wire.
Except anything original. Or that's got a soul. Nothing real. Just copies.
True. Which is why we'll still need porters like you. Before and after we're made whole, we'll need men in the middle.
No rest for the wicked, huh?
Yeah, well, idle hands and all that. We'll give you the details at the dispatch terminal. Make sure you check it upstairs. Drop's waiting up there, too.
These shoes look like they've done some serious miles. Shall I dispose of them?
Wait. Hold on. There's something I want you to look into. My blood seemed to set those things off. Happened more than once.
Set them off? How do you mean?
I don't know. You took my blood, didn't you? You tell me.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Guillermo del Toro. Bridge, baby. I'm gonna go back to doing more fucking. Oh man, that was a minute. That was a minute.
Don't worry. I'll take care of him. I promise you. Baby. Baby. Baby, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Steady.
Head west.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Sam, check the terminal for available orders.
Where is this terminal, sir? The one that's over here? Yep. Guess I'm able to go back through here and again. Oh no, it still says it's off limits. What the fuck? Now it's off limits again. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way anyways. So confused. Oh, the fucking. I didn't realize it was coming from this place, so is the terminal back inside? Alright, so I do not understand like how this tracking shit works.
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Sam, this is Guy Hardman. Your current objective is to extend the Cairo network from here to Port Knot City. But don't think you can make a beeline straight for it. Signal won't carry that far. To cover the distance, we need to utilize knots. Think of it like tying ropes together to make a longer rope. The first of these knots is a Bridges way station. Go ahead and take a look at the order. Deliver whatever they need, and connect the Cupid.
Take on orders. Orders for Sam. Guy Hardman.
Sam, order summaries may contain information critical to your success. Make sure to review them before getting underway.
The amount of cargo each order involves, as well as here can be bottom of the screen. George Baton. Am I taking it? I can't tell. Okay. Delivery prep. I'm back. Yeah, I don't. Fucking writing is so tiny. Supplements that provide the brain with toxins, hormones effective on easing symptoms known as to arise from hailing. Interpersonal contact. Load all, carry on back.
Sam, now we've supplied you with some rope and a ladder for this run. They should help with the steeper inclines, and the ladder will also make a halfway decent bridge if you need to cross a river. Right now, I figure you're thinking about how you want to handle this order.
Okay.
Order assigned.
Okay, this is going to be quite the distance. Something like...
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Sam, triple checked your loadout, I take it?
Head west. Good. Man, this game's gonna get really stressful when I start coming upon enemies, because I'm not good at stealth. Oh my god, are you fucking serious? So what, do I have to go through a specific place to get out? I guess so. Silly fucking me, I guess. Your time's gonna be impacted just from having to deal with this stupid shit. Oh, there's a fucking ocean over there. That explains it. I gotta go over here. Or at least a sea. I don't know what that is exactly.
Sam, you see that sign someone left over there? You can leave some of your own if you'd like. Messages, warnings, words of encouragement, whatever comes to mind.
So I have to exit through here every time, I guess. Or where this watchtower is.
Keep on keeping on.
Thanks, man.
Sam, even the best porters have been known to lose their cargo. But you're better than the best. You've got what it takes to finish what they started. If you come across any abandoned shipments, consider taking them to their intended destination.
It's easier than you might think. See, all our packages are tagged with Bridges IDs for easy tracking. And your Odra deck is equipped with a scanner which might detect said IDs. Which is a roundabout way of saying that that thing on your shoulder can help you locate mislaid shipments.
And like this one right here. Why can't I pick it up? Okay. Alright, whatever. Oi.
Remember, Sam, every parcel is a promise made to a person in need. And they're counting on you to deliver.
More of these things over here.
This ladder could get you safely across most rivers, you know. Maybe try using the one we issued you.
Good dude. What's that over there? Is it a sign that someone left?
Sam, remember that prolonged exposure to timefall damages cargo containers. Don't stay out in the rain any longer than you have to.
Uncle.
I'm Sam!
Fuck. Oh, here's where I can use a ladder. What in the fuck, dude? Oh, it's square, okay. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Sam, if you come up against a sheer cliff or a steep slope, don't forget about the ladder we issued you. Be sure to try it out. I'd be interested to see what uses a seasoned pro like you might find for it. Go around. Shit, I can't make it up here neither.
Gonna force me to use another ladder. Looking like it. Maybe not. Ah! What is that? Rainbow? Is this some sort of, like, line? Or did I just cross into a new territory?
God damn it, man.
Come on, make it all the way down. Shit. Oh! Try and get another, like compass fruit going here. Hey, this is a really fucking depressing planet. Like, I mean, why would you even want to fight to live? I mean, literally the universe is trying to kill you, erase you. I don't know what I just slid on. Oh boy. Anywhere here at all I can get across? Think the ladder will reach across here? I bet it will. Hopefully I don't need any more shit later. Well, I wasted that ladder. That was close. What are you doing, dude? Balance, 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 my son.
How you doing, Sam?
Okay. We made it, everybody. We made it.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Cargo verified. Thank you. Delivering cargo.
Oh, they're smart drugs.
Thank you. We've all been feeling the loss of Central Knot City. No one seemed to know what it meant for the organization. Or the UCA. Or us. The oxytocin will take the edge off, and that'll be a big help. Won't be long before we're back on track. You may have a luck. Okay, yeah. We really appreciate this. It's not ideal, but it's enough to keep us going.
That was weird. How bad is it? Hey. Cool.
You're with the second team, right? Where are the others?
Dead. Caught in the void out.
No way. That one blast got them all? And what, they just sent you out on your own? I mean, if it was just a delivery, that'd be one thing. Porters come through from time to time, but... The second team was meant to bring the Cupid. They were gonna connect us up. 3 years we've been waiting for help. 3 years! And they sent us one guy who's... Shit. Tell me you brought more than the Oxy, at least.
I've got the Cupid.
Yep.
Really? So it's true. I finally got it working. Well, then you just might be the answer to my prayers. So what are you waiting for? You put us on the goddamn grid.
I said, hopefully, we did it. That's how far I was supposed to have gone from the United States, from fucking damn near South Carolina to damn near Cincinnati, Ohio. That quick. Oh my god. Delivery terminals. Fabricate equipment, make deliveries, share locker, which locker? Chiral network coverage. Oh no. This area is now connected to the chiral network, enabling you to see and access the player's structures, etc.
Connection to capital, not city, confirmed. It's really happening. Just like Amelie promised. We can finally do what we came here to do. Hey, you're headed west, right? Gonna be a lot of people happy to see you. Guess you'll keep on until you hit the coast, huh? Which means you'll get to see Amelie in person. Oh, that's something. That is really something. I've never met her. Only seen her holo messages back when I was with the first expedition. Well, anyway, you better be careful on the road. There's some bad people out there. More than good, some say. But I don't need to tell you that.
Thank you, Sam. By bringing that way station into the chiral network, you've put it in direct contact with those of us back here in Capital Knot City.
Right. What's next?
West of the way station are a couple of structures our previous expedition put in place. And beyond them is your next destination, Port Knot City. It's on the shore of a crater lake that formed after the first void out. Your objective is to link up Port and Capital Knot. But to do that, you'll need to utilize our facilities as additional waypoints. They'll be essential for establishing a stable connection. Given the distance we need to cover, we're looking at using a distribution center and a power station, as to which you should head for first. Start with the distro center. We've got some cargo that needs delivering anyway.
Distro center.
Check the nearby delivery terminal to pick it up.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery.
Your hard work's paying off, Sam. Thanks to the increase in network capacity, HQ is now in a position to provide you with additional materials and support. Should prove useful.
What can we make?
Sam, you can use that PCC to build a post box.
Post box? How many fucking ladders do I have? Oh, okay, so I only have... Shouldn't have anything in here yet.
Your private locker can be used to store cargo and the like.
We got two. Benjamin Hucker. Going to be an absurd amount of shit on my back. Alright. Should I take on the other one too? So can I only take one order at a time?
To build a post box, you'll need to use a PCC. It goes without saying, but if you're not already carrying a PCC, you'll want to fabricate one.
Holy shit.
Sam, assuming you've got your PCC in order, head to the site I designated and build that post box, would you? You should have no trouble finding it if you check your map and compass from time to time.
Okay, which of these is Whatch? Whaff. Destination post box construction. Okay, so that's pretty easy.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Hello?
I'm assuming from here on out we're gonna start seeing some bandits. Or some mules, as I believe they're called. Okay, that's just wonky fucking design, dude. Is it really this far away? Oh. Yeah! I had a salad. Why, do you know what to cook?
Oh, well, no, I mean, I was going to say, if you already ate, I wasn't going to make that ziti, but yeah, I don't care. I was going to, is there enough lettuce for no sauce?
Probably. I mean,
I was going to make a salad with it.
And that chicken's gone. I used the last bits of it.
What chicken?
Those little strips.
Oh, I think I got another one.
That's what I thought. I mean, it's up to you if you want to make the ziti. I don't care. Ziti sausage palucci. Ziti sausage palucci. Okay, so where the hell am I here? Where am I going? Got my destination right there. Yeah, I'm starting to think I should have done this one first. And then gone back to the city. I'm gonna end up damaging the shit out of this stuff. All these rare metals. Shit, yep, I should not have done this. Fucking rain, dude. Oh, well, now I know.
Sam, I see you've arrived at the designated site. Good. When you're ready to proceed, activate your PCC. Use it to build a post box within the area I specified.
PCC.
Good work, Sam.
Alright. These are all post boxes, okay. So we gotta head all the fucking way down here. Holy shit, Stace. Shysters. Yeah.
That's a fine looking post box. If you access it and select shared locker, you can share cargo and equipment with your fellow porters. Deposit a ladder and a climbing anchor, and I'm sure someone will eventually come along who could use it. You've got enough supplies, why not leave some behind? Do right by others, they'll do right by you.
It's fucking rain, dude. Okay, we're on our way.
Thanks for the help.
Right at the time fall. Hell yeah, dude. What's this?
God damn it.
Am I supposed to return to that? I guess I am. 'Cause I'm aware of that. Damn.
Too close.
Beginning scan. Scanning
Yeah,
Bridges
mate.
ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Come on.
Good work, Sam. I see you brought in some lost cargo. Feel free to submit it here for processing. If you It'll be safe and secure until another porter comes along to finish the job. Even if it has to pass through a dozen more hands before it arrives, you can rest easy knowing you did your part.
Yeah, okay. So that's all I did.
Delivering cargo.
I'm so glad you're here. Gotta say, you truly are incredible.
Good work.
Now we can make a beeline.
Don't mind me.
What did I say? View stored cargo. Place marker. This is the one I just put up, right? So there shouldn't be anything in here. I can't tell what that is. The fuck, dude? It's like green against a random white line. What the fuck? Like, seriously? Climb the anchors. That's it. I'm gonna get these, like, remove these root things. Watchtower. I'm not gonna place anymore. Just gonna head in that general direction, which is not this way.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Okay.
This topples over.
Yeah, it's not even a fucking pretty world, it's just depressing as shit. There's our watchtower. What was that about? Shit. What does that say?
What's up, Sam? Your cargo's been pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
I'm like super far away from my destination.
Sam, don't get too close to mule territory unless you have to. Focus on your deliveries for now.
Oh. Was that the watchtower that caused that?
Fields gave you trouble, huh? Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
Well, that was lucky. Be careful, Sam. Alright, take it nice and slow, even though... Is there anywhere it's not raining? Like, it seems to be raining everywhere all the time. Again, was that the watchtower that saw me, or... I'm not sure what these are, if it's something I just can't use yet, or what. Horizon opens up in stern. We are quite the ways. Damn. And we got this again. I don't know what this is about.
Goddamn cottonmouth.
And the lost package. Another scan coming up my way. Yeah, like, where's the evidence of, like, roads and shit? Is this, timefall just erased all of that, I guess? Makes sense. About halfway. Woo! It certainly created a crazy fucking detailed world, that's for sure. I mean, everything looks the same, but... I mean... This fucking place is depressing. Guess we're climbing. Oh, it's the reason this guy's just built as big as he is.
Great.
No!
Sam, your cargo's taken too much damage. It's over. Gonna have to call this one a failure.
Where's the last save data? I mean, could that be back pretty far? Okay, well, I was not expecting that to happen. There's a manual save option. I'm gonna find it quick. Oh, that's not bad at all. Days gone quiet for now. That was crazy. Or as crazy as a game like this can get. Very unfortunate. Come on, son of a bitch, come on! Alright, so these are just things I can't access yet. So I'm wondering if this is like, something to do with vehicles. I'm willing to bet I could probably follow this. Another piece of lost cargo? Is that the mountain I was trying to climb up right there? Shit. BTs? Fucking I'm gonna die. I don't know if that's something I could use over there. God damn it. I think the game's in full-fledged mode at this point. I can't get out of here where I'm at. Don't know how to fight.
Sam, your cargo's taken too much. It's over. Gonna have to call.
Damn. I can see why people get annoyed with this game. That's kind of annoying. I don't understand how to, like, fight, though. Like, I get, like, the blood grenade thing, but I don't have them yet. I guess I'm just supposed to avoid it if I can. And I really have to fall down that fucking cliff. I didn't realize. I don't understand the stamina bar because it's like it's got like 2 layers to it. It's got a dark layer and a light layer. Okay, so maybe we can try to avoid that area.
Get it together.
Okay, well, it should not have been that. Is that it? Okay, I've got to sleep when I get here. That's what the issue is. So, your stamina meter gets smaller the longer you don't rest. Oh man, this is a fucking journey, dude. One that I've been set back on twice now.
Goddamn cottonmouth.
Oh, that's right. Wait a minute, I can replenish this, right? Alright, I'll have to start utilizing that. Awesome sauce. Thank you, game, for telling me that. What was that about? PCs? Run, Sam. Made it. Why did I cross this river? I thought it'd be safer. Here's the truth. Yeah, this is.
God damn it.
Fuck.
Seems cozy in there.
Okay, definitely looks less far up here. Maybe I should just try it. Okay, I made it. On and on it's still. Stabilize it. Stabilize it. I see something down there.
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
Easier said than done. I don't know if I'm gonna end up getting hunted by more of those fucking things. Plus, we're out of. Well, no, actually, we're out of the fall. But now you gotta worry about like the mules.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Okay, I think we're getting there. I don't know what this place is. Is this it? Nah, I think we still got a ways to go. I mean, not actually. This is definitely it.
Beginning scan.
Oh man, we made it.
Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Cool.
Wait station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome, when he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Thanks. Can't imagine how you managed to haul this stuff through BTville. Wait, Sam? As in Sam Porter, that legendary delivery guy? Well, I'll be.
Rare metal distribution center west of Capital Knot City. Hmm. Yeah, it's an A for it. Three out of 5. Okay.
Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
Awesome. Wow.
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
What's all this?
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Good work.
I still got more deliveries, dude. Bridges. Building them for 11,000 years. I don't even know what's funny about that.
You there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
10.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its still mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
Se importa. Why does he have to cuff it to the bed? Did I miss that?
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east. Back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said. extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope.
Yeah, why doesn't Hideo Kojima just become a fucking filmmaker?
I'll be waiting, Sam.
I'm sure he has made films. Even if it's just animated films, like you know, like Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within or something. Or Adventure Children.
Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Am I the only one that's sensing like a sexual vibe here?
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower?
I agree.
It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
Okay, so I'm just pissing. I don't mean to piss. So X is piss. Let's, again, we don't need the fucking... We don't need all this. It's just too much.
Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, and I oversee DT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone enriches, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Direlling. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity.
So Dooms
Sam,
is
I have no interest in
disease?
rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. Oh, it's almost time.
After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now, we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Okay. So where's this terminal? Is that it up there? Oh, okay, it is. Man. I hit nail. Oh, okay. Benjamin Hancock. Really? Sorry, Sam. Bad news. Thanks for delivering the rare metals. Sam, everyone at the Distro Center really appreciate you coming through for us. I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you. Well, that bike you saw outside, its battery's dead. You'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. Only need to do it once, though. Auto charger should kick in after. Sorry if we got your hopes up. And oh, I've got some bad news for you too. Got some more bad news. You see, different facilities have to work together, sharing materials, and everyone gets what they need, and to make sure that everything that's produced gets put to proper use. That's why guys like you are so important. Without porters, the whole system falls apart. Whole world even. Anyway, there's this guy, George Baton, over at the way station. He used to be a reliable porter, but lately it's like pulling teeth getting him to make even the simplest delivery. Keeps bitching when he does agree to make a run. He's liable to lose half his load on route. So yeah, that's why you're a bit short. That's why we're a bit short on materials at the moment. I'm sure you'll soon help us put to the right. We're counting on you, Sam. George Baton. Jorge? More than actually. Sam the man, our savior. Things are looking up here at the way station. Everything feels better somehow. We're all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when we set ourselves up, but 3 years of isolation and loneliness will change everyone's tune. Hell, when we first got here, we were putting up signs for porters and whatnot, but after a while, some guys got too scared to even set foot outside. When Central went up, I told myself this was it. America's done. See, there's a metaphor for what America is, and I don't know if it's good or bad. Like I'm like they're only focusing on America instead of like the world. I guess start your country first. How be everyone was feeling it too, and the mood was just bleak. And then you waltz down in. I know what you're thinking. At first, I thought it was just the Oxycontin, too. But that's not it. Not at all. Anyhow, you gave us the glimmer of hope we needed to bring us into the chiral network. We're back to the game now. We're even thinking of putting up signs again, even watchtowers, too. Before long, we'll be opening up new delivery routes. Mark my words. It's still scary out there, though. All the oxy in the world won't help you deal with mules, let alone BTs. We shit ourselves every time we catch sight of one and end up trapping half our equipment. Honestly, a part of me is still a little worried we won't be able to keep it up. And that's why we need you, Sam. You're not scared of anything, right? So go show us how it's done. Okay, so what did this dude say? There's a bike that I need to fucking figure out how to start outside. Data. Tips and tricks. Yes, I need this. Navigating list style menus. Knowing it ain't really smart. Holding down buttons. Game controls. Moving the camera up and down. Tracking potential fall height in compass mode. Okay. I didn't know you could do that. When in compass mode, the distance between yourself and whatever the reticle is centered on will be displayed. When using this feature, check out how you fall and display. Turn yellow and then red to indicate the degree of danger. Equipment HUD. Switching pages. Yeah, I kind of figured that out already. Switching views. Calling out. Pressing to call out and greet anyone that is nearby. You might not get a reply, but don't let that get you down. Try calling various places and someone's bound to respond eventually. Really? Crouching. Avoiding losing your balance. I got that too. Sam's center of gravity. And cargo positioning and ease of movement. If your cargo positioning is unbalanced, you will find it more difficult to walk. To adjust cargo positioning, select cargo positioning. Cargo on your shoulders or back will have a lower chance of detaching when you fall over. Cargo on your shoulder and back. As cargo strapped down with a backpack band. When carrying a large amount of cargo, adjusting its positioning can increase stability and reduce the strain on your body. Momentum. Moving more quickly will increase Sam's momentum, making it harder to stop. However, you can also use of driving him forward. Staying upright. Falling will damage cargo. Taking damage will cause the impact band on the cargo containers to. If you start to lose your balance, carrying cargo in your hands. Carrying cargo in your hands allows you to protect it with your body. Hand-carried cargo will not take damage even if you fall. Using X to climb continuously. Carrying cargo in your hands. I'm sorry. When suitable footholds are available, you can hold X to move upward without needing to press the button repeatedly. Traversing the steep and uneven terrain. In places where the ground is both steep and uneven, the risk of tripping and falling will be increased. You'll need to either tread carefully or use both hands to steady yourself while walking in order to avoid any accidents. Stages of more than 45 degrees. Slopes at an incline of 45 degrees will be marked with the icon of terrain scanner. Walking this kind of terrain for more strenuous than usual. Climbing slopes there be drained and it's fully depleted. You'll fall and slide down toward the bottom of the slope. In order to minimize the rate at which your endurance drops, you either need to climb carefully, avoiding the sudden movements with whatever that says, or you'll need to use both hands to center your balance. Descending slopes, this will present problems. The steeper the slope, the more quickly you will be descended, but then there's always a risk of a bad fall if you are unable to maintain your balance. Depending on the surface underfoot, jumping onto a slope, this may immediately cause you to start sliding downhill, so be sure to take extra care. Rough terrain. Indicates rough terrain, moving or changing direction quickly on this type of terrain. Increased risk of slipping or falling and jumping. While jumping into it will almost certainly result in a tumble unless you are able to quickly center your balance. The type of terrain will increase wear and tear on boots and shoes. Falling will cause more damage to both Sam and his cargo. Slipping on muddy terrain. Oh my god. Changing direction quickly on muddy terrain will cause Sam to slip This can be avoided by using both hands to center. Oh my god, I get it. Endurance gauge, I get it. Traversing rivers. Okay, if drained, will be affected with using water, will be in drain. The current gauge completely depleted, sand will no longer be able to assist the current and will be swept away. Endurance can be recovered by using both hands to center your balance. As you move through the water, but simply being in the water will be enough to gradually deplete your stamina regardless. Keeping balance on a river. When you put your balance on a river, you'll be able to resist the flow of the water. If you center your balance on both sands, you'll be able to try standing still. If crossing a river is draining your endurance gauge, try standing still. You should cause the gauge to slowly refill. The blood and stamina gauges. You will be blood gauge. When it reaches 0, Sam will die. And stamina got it. What did I say? Anemia. Lost too much blood and you will become anemic. Movements will become sluggish and it will be harder to keep your balance. Losing blood due to damaged feet. Walking barefoot or in worn out boots will damage your feet. Continuing to walk around with damaged root can lead to blood loss. Blood. Okay. When footwear is damaged. If your footwear is damaged, you will tire more easily. If you keep walking regardless, soles will eventually wear through, damaging your footwear beyond repair and injuring your feet. It's best to equip new footwear, or find some sandalweed as quickly as possible. Using cryptobiotes to restore blood levels. Losing too much blood will cause your movements to become sluggish and to keep balance. Eating cryptobiotes will rapidly restore your blood levels. And that's the little bugs, I'm assuming. Resting to restore blood levels. To restore blood levels, find a place to sit and take a rest. Exhaustion. Push yourself too hard and your maximum stamina level will drop. Resting outdoors will restore it a little, but to make a full recovery, you'll need to begin rest in a private room. Restoring stamina. Refilling your canteen. Your canteen is refilled automatically as any timefall or other water that comes into contact with the canteen is absorbed and filtered, making it safe for you to drink. Consciousness gauge. The yellow bar that appears on top of the blood gauge is known as the consciousness gauge. It will appear in preparation for your ability to cross the risk. If your gauge is depleted, Sam will be unconscious. Enemy-induced adrenaline rush. Enemy encounter produces a risk of adrenaline that rapidly restores stamina. Your stamina drops quickly once the rush passes, however. So be sure to take a risk, okay? Terrain-induced adrenaline rushes. After that can scan the cargo tags. Every piece of cargo has a tag attached. Find and drop weapons and equipment. If you find yourself in need of weapons and equipment, try pressing scan the area around you. You might just find a useful item or two that have been dropped by other porters. Terrain scanner. Okay, so, yep. So, yellow is increased, and then there's red as well. Red indicates deep water. Terrain scanner, icon, overview. Safe place. Keep steep terrain. Dangerous, treacherous terrain. Terrain too steep to be traveled. Shallow water. Deep water. Very deep water. You will be swept away immediately. BT scanner. When you have a BB connected, your auto deck will point towards the nearest BT within a certain radius. You can choose to have BB's voice come from either the speaker in your controller or from your TV or monitor. You can switch between the two by selecting System Options, Audio Settings. Soothing BB. Okay. This is what I need to know. This is why we come in here. Alright, soothing BB. L2 plus down, then square. Soothe BB. Rock back and forth. If BB starts to cry, try to soothe it by gently rocking your controller back and forth. Repatriation. Okay, timefall. Timefall will accelerate the passage of time for anything it touches. Exposure to timefall renders cargo containers less impact resistant, putting their contents at risk of being damaged. Precautions for timefall areas. Timefall accelerates the passage of time. Anything it touches to move to a place where there is no timefall as quickly as possible. Deep water. In deep water, Sam can't reach the bottom and will be swept away. Deep water with the brand on the auto deck, on the Odra deck scanner will steal your cargo. Stolen cargo will be stored in a post box somewhere in hostile territory. Other items, including your personal effects, will be dumped elsewhere. Holding your breath. When you're near BT, use R1 to hold your breath. Holding your breath will make it harder for BTs to detect you while you are moving, but be careful. When your damage gauge is depleted, Sam will be forced to take a deep breath. Okay, optimizing your load. Impact bands. When a piece of cargo is damaged, its impact band will flash red. Okay, optimizing. Accessing cargo management screen from the cufflinks will allow you to optimize your load by pressing triangle. This will place as much cargo on your back as possible and arrange it as efficiently as possible. Cargo container colors. Corpses are more liable to sway from side to side than regular cargo. If you begin to lose your balance, recover it. Using lost cargo. Lost cargo without a specified delivery destination can be used freely. However, once used, it will no longer be returned to its original owner. Lost cargo. You will sometimes find cargo from abandoned deliveries dotted around the landscape. Delivering the cargo. Okay, got it. Entrusting and continuing the delivery of lost cargo. Delivery. Entrusting lost cargo. Select make delivery. Delivery lost cargo. Terminal. Putting up signs. Use L1 and triangle to put up a sign. You can use these to share information with other porters. Post houses can be used to return lost cargo or entrust cargo for delivery by others. The share locker function can be used to exchange weapons and equipment with other players. The private locker function can be used to temporarily store personal cargo and equipment. Dismantling structures. New structures cannot be built too close to existing ones. getting in your way. Use E to open the structure menu and select dismantle. Road and structure erosion. Exposure to timefall will gradually erode structures and roads. As things deteriorate, functions will begin to fail, and if you deteriorate continues, the function may be destroyed altogether. This can be counteracted by contributing materials to the structure for repairs. Chiral bandwidth. Building structures will take up chiral bandwidth. Chiral bandwidth can be increased by raising your connection level with clients in each area. Likes. When using structures and other game features created by another porter, you can send that porter a like. The more likes you exchange, the more structures and features you will be able to share. If you do things that benefit the porter community, such as building structures used by other players, you may receive likes as a sign of their gratitude. Notification of likes received from other players may be displayed depending on the game situation and your network connection status. Sending multiple likes at once can be pressed repeatedly during the window of time for sending likes. Limits on liking consecutively. After sending likes, you will have to wait a while before you can give more likes to that same object or individual. Ladders. Climbing anchors. The longer you hold L2 and R2, the further the weapon will travel. Release L2, so I'm going to effects of timefall on items not carried in containers. Equipment not carried in containers deteriorates when timefall touches it. Equipped tools and equipment hung from attachments will be severely affected by timefall. Oh, okay. Using items. See, I don't know what that says. Right? Okay. Using equipment. Weapons, equipment, and items can be donated to other players by accessing a shared locker or postbox delivery terminal. Fabricating equipment, using private rooms, map making, markers. Okay, you can add your own markers to the map access via the cufflinks and draw lines to help you plot a route. To distinguish any markers you place, also be viewed by using L3 to enter compassment, or L2, excuse me. Saving. Okay. You can save your current equipment by opening the cufflinks up and selecting system. Saving your game, auto-saving, changing difficulty settings. Bridge facility functioning. Okay, UCA. As more facilities join the UCA, Bridges HQ will be able to provide additional functionality to those facilities, such as the ability to fabricate equipment and weapons via the delivery terminal. The range of available weapons and equipment may increase, and new terminal functions and information may be added as things progress. Awesome. Alright, that was fucking both pointless and helpful. America. In order to rebuild, one of our main tasks is to reconnect cities and other settlements by reestablishing delivery networks. Back before the Death Stranding, the comms and delivery networks were what held society together. The whole thing was automated. AI managed deliveries carried out by drone. The belief was that by taking people out of the equation, it would revolutionize the entire system, but things didn't quite plan out that way. Instead, we started to see in cases of what would eventually be dubbed drone syndrome. It was too much for some folks to accept, leaving everything to machines and nothing for the common man, and leaving everything or nothing for the common man. And indeed, the oxytocin deficiency and hormonal imbalances we confirmed seemed to back up this assessment. Humanity needed to be part of the process. So laws were put in place, and we stripped back the picture. We stepped back into the picture again. And what happened? All the people put out of work by machines who got called up again convinced themselves society couldn't survive without them, and That brought on a whole new disorder. Delivery dependent syndrome, they called it. When the Death Stranding tore us apart, the delivery problem spiraled even further. It wasn't helped any by the fact that chiral clouds prevented planes and drones from flying, which meant that we had to go back to relying completely on human couriers, whether we liked it or not. Eventually delivering, Jesus, even further, it wasn't helped any by the fact that chiral clouds prevented planes. Okay. We had to go back to whether we liked it or not. Eventually, delivering goods became all some lived for. They were obsessed, addicted, consumed by the desire to deliver. Over time, they turned into the mules we know and love today. Bridge bays. Big babies! Look, I'm kind of new here at Bridges, so I don't know if any of this will be useful to you still. I'm happy to talk about BBs. That's what you want. They call me Deadman on account of my familiarity with the dead. Get it? We've always been on good terms, you see. Used to have regular little chats back when I worked in the morgue. Anyway, that's also the reason I work on BB maintenance and research, to learn more of those who are no longer with us. But I digress. The fact is, BBs were already being issued to our forces in the field before I joined Bridges. What's more, research into the little guys had already been conducted long ago, but no one took the plunge and put what they had discovered in practical use. Still, what did it mean when Bridges wanted to build our own BBs? Most of the work has already been done for us. We needed to follow the instruction manual, so to speak. Which isn't to say that we have any... Who gives a shit, dude? Jesus! Hartman. Timefall. Timefall was first recorded when the Death Stranding occurred, and despite all of the years that have passed since then, we are no closer to understanding how or why it accelerates the passage of time for the objects and organisms it touches, or why it immediately turns to ordinary water, or why it immediately turns to ordinary water having done so. Some researchers have gone as far as to post this process as stealing time. As for why timefall is observed only in certain places, all that we know for certain is that it is somehow affected by local chiral concentrations. It is merely a hunch, but something in me suspects that the Death Stranding may have warped our perception of the passage of time. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, you understand? We humans can conceive of our own deaths and even of the possibility of a place beyond death. Yes, we have the capacity to conceptualize the future, an evolutionary advantage which aided our development as a species. Well, as Timefall has given a new supercharged version of this essential ability, one that will take us to a next stage of our evolution. These are all questions, by the way. Perhaps we wouldn't need to hold ourselves up in not cities. Perhaps in time, the Death Stranding will come to be seen as a phenomenon that saved our species. Exciting, though. Thoughts? I'm sure you'll agree. One can't wait to set out on our journey. Who knows what awaits us? Okay, Jesus Christ. What else? Log? Plog? Stamina decreased, cargo weight will make... Okay. Monster energy drink consumed. Monster energy drink. That's fucking balls. User player. System. Let's do it on the controller. Yeah. Why do I... Huh. Oh, that's right. Yeah, when you have headphones, all of it comes through. Shit. Alright. That's enough of that. I'm gonna play this for a little while longer. Bonnie, you can fit through the bars. Then I gotta look at this fucking CPAP machine and figure out what the hell is going on here. I think I love you. So what am I so afraid of? Okay. No, that shit. Okay, Sam.
Sam, we've received a distress call from the distro center staff. Check the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready.
Will do.
This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
The woman in the mask has done nothing but lie to me.
Ascending.
Sam, out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Oh, he's actually
Like a
seeing them.
face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Die Hard Man.
Check the delivery terminal and review the list of orders.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Everything in monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know, after all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Collection chiral crystals. I'll take on the one. I want you to show me.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. Never know when you'll need to recon an area.
So used for recon. I don't know about that, dude. God damn it, I knew it was gonna do it to me.
That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. Now, as the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints.
Okay.
Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground.
So that's what those
And they
were.
are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
Back the way I just came. Can I make new shoes? Shit. Okay. Well, let's check. Where are we heading? So this is where the crystals were, which is gonna take me back, which sucks. But I mean,
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Name's Sam.
Keeping on. Keeping on.
I don't know a place I'd rather be. Oh shit, no. Where am I? Back up to BC territory.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Sam, chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultradeck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
Oh, these are far away, okay. Damn. Shit. Was not expecting that. I have to do it. It's a very, very bad situation. Jesus Christ. Is that my package? Floating away? I can't tell. Oh, there's a ton of shit over there. Oh.
Hello! Thank you.
Today's a good day.
Anyone? Someone around?
Oh God. I can't like it. I'm trying to get loaded up here. That's a big ass package. Over here, grab these crystals. Hopefully get out of here without any more disturbance. How many are over there? Looks like there might be another package. Is that what that is? Yeah, there's just a fuck ton of lost packages out here.
You alright in there?
Here we go. The last one, then I'm going back. Nope, I'm not doing it. Fuck it. I had to wander over here, didn't I?
Territory. The Death Stranding's to blame for all of this. The gazers, the fall of America, everything. It warped the world beyond recognition. Humanity had to scramble like rats fleeing a sinking ship. But there's nowhere else to go. There's no future living like this. If we're to survive, we need to find another way. A way to overcome the disease, the Death Stranding, the whole damn mess.
I don't know how many of these crystals I need to get.
There we go.
Cool, that's it. Go back.
There we go.
Get the hell out of this time fall. Come on, Sam, I got you, buddy. We're taking it slow.
Okay, just a bit further now.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Sam, all Cairo crystal deliveries are a little different from usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any Cairo crystals you're carrying.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
I keep saying these places are cities, but it's like I only can go to the distribution centers, which I guess makes sense, but... One minute. Oh, man. material. What is this? Is this shit left here by people? What's going on? What an recover chiral. Oh, that's the wrong one. Trust. I'm a little confused here. So what do I do with the chiron crystals? Chiral crystals for use with chiral printer. Recycle chiral crystals at facilities allows them to be used as materials for fabricating. Okay, so we're gonna recycle. Recycle. Chiral crystals. 308. Yeah! Yeah, I'll come down in a minute. Okay. Import my city into the chiral network.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels. Which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Damn, son. That is a lot of crystals. Maintenance and R&D will both get their fill, looks like.
Yes, finally.
Excess
Okay.
chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on site. These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed. Good work, Sam. It seems your connection level is increasing.
Increasing your
As your
connection level with
connection
the
level
facility will allow
increases,
for more
larger
materials to be
quantities
stored
of
there and will
resources
make
will
more
be made
materials
available to
available.
you at our facilities.
Only made it provided. Distribution Center West. Custom kid. Go check out these trophies real quick. Okay, connection level check. Just percent. Use the data, gain access to a level 2 or higher structure, and select customize structure. Some of this facility's bandwidth has been shared with Sam. New title earned. Damn, just getting trophies left and right. You've achieved delivery volume grade 10. You can now carry more cargo. Overall rating. Total playtime. 1 hour 11 minutes.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers. Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
Okay, come back. Okay, YouTube, I think that's enough for at this moment. I'm gonna go over to the bar, take my lonely mother. I'll be back on in a little bit.